What's up, everybody? Welcome to the final round. I'm your co-host Isaiah, and this
And I'm your
is
co-host Jake, and we're finally doing a video,
Together.
not on our podcast, with us two in the same picture. How about that, huh? We both exist in the same universe, or do we?
It's finally happening.
It's canon. It's a canon event. No, it's not. It's Legends. Fuck Star Wars canon. Different story.
But this is our final round prospect list. As I said in the previous two prospect list videos, that after 317, we're going to do a big shift. We're going to remove some fighters that haven't done so well and add some fighters we think have done pretty well.
Yeah, some guys haven't been active. Yeah,
do a
number
big
of things.
Switch up of the whole list, and some guys have earned their way off the list by winning fights. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So yeah.
Right. So before we get clear, it's okay if me and you just quickly have. Let's just bang out the Patty thing. Are we keeping Patty on the list? Because if he's on the list, he's going to be number one. And I think we should take him off because he's going to be fighting someone top 5. That's how I felt for a while.
100% either fights Justin or Armanek, so I think we can get rid of
Patty. He's off. Okay. So we will have a new number one because Patty's been our number one, for the last 6, 7, which is for real. He's beaten he beat Bobby Green and then Michael Schindler. Sorry, Michael Chandler. You're not confused with Schindler's List. There's no correlation. Kidding.
But I'll just give a quick overview of what our prospect list is.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It just consists of 20 fighters who are still young, below, 32 years old?
Yeah, 32.
Has to have at least 5 fights in the UFC. What else did we say there was?
Hold on, let me pull up the parameters real quick. Yeah, so as you said,
also anyone from unranked to the top 5. Once you break into that top 5, you off.
Here's the parameters.
There are some exceptions we've given to, like Buckley, and we're going to
give exceptions. We have given exceptions to several people. So pretty much what it is you don't have to be ranked for the UFC, but you have to be between ages. I think 22 is our minimum, because if you're 21, as much as we hate Ross Jr., even if we liked him, we still wouldn't put him on there because he's too young. Yeah, he's too young. If you're under 22, you will lose a bunch of UFC fights. Look at Sage Northcutt. He was 21, and then by 25, he already had like 4 or 5 losses. So, so it's pretty much from the general kind of range is 22 to 32, and the reason why it's above 30 is that this isn't boxing. So many people in mixed martial arts, especially in the UFC, most of them reach their peak by the time they're 28, 29, 30, 31. You have so many guys who are now guys they consider by the community. I mean, I think the best example is Patty. Patty's 30 years old. You know what I mean? He's not 23. He's 30, but we still have him as a prospect because he was viewed as that. It's not really the age. As long as the age falls in that range, the more it's close enough. If you fit the other attributes of being a prospect or up and coming, that merits merits a ranking or some sort of discussion about it. Okay, yes, you continue, bro. Wait, actually, yeah. So it's that's the age range. Was it 5 fights or 4 fights in the UFC? I don't think it's between that 4 or 5 fights in the UFC. We have considered guys who have had 2 or 3 fights, but most of those guys. I think our last list, everyone on that list had at least 5 UFC fights. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them did. Yeah. So, man. And then I'm trying to look at the other. I think I deleted the other thing. I don't know if I have it anymore. Okay, yeah, whatever.
I'll just show.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Well, I try to find this.
This is what it looks like right now, all the way from 1 to 20, as you see, a lot of this is going to change. Specifically, a lot from 12 and down is going to change. Some up in the top 10 is going to change. There's a couple fighters
so
considering.
So let's go over what we have right now of the previous top 20. So number 1 is Patty.
Yep.
2 Anthony Hernandez, 3 Michael Morales, 4 Carlos Prates, 5 John Silva, 6 Joel Alvarez, 7 Isaiah. You go from here.
7 is Ignacio Mendez. 8 was Manel Kopp. 9 was Mauricio Ruffi. 10 is Josh Fan. 11 is Gabriel Bonfim. 12 is Bo Nickel. 13 is Farid Basharat. 14 Oben Elliott. 15 Brian Battle. 16 Brendan Allen. 17 Shara Magomedov. 18 Tabitha Ritchie. 19 Mick Parkin. And 20 Asu Almabayev.
Yeah, so several of those guys have had big wins. Several of them have had setback losses. Yeah. All right, so how do you want to do this, bro? Do you want to go over the guys who we're getting rid of first? Because there's some guys who we're getting rid of. I think we should at least give them discussion about why we're getting rid of them.
Yeah.
So number 1, we'll start at 20. I think we both agree we're definitely knocking off Asu off the list, right?
I think
He's going.
Asu's got to go, unfortunately.
Yeah, so explain what happened of why he's going off the list.
He had one fight. He was supposed to fight Manel Kopp. He lost to Manel Kopp. I think, from what I remember, he was running in the fight. He got poked in the eye a bunch. Manel Kopp.
Yeah,
sure thing.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. But
he hasn't in the flyweight division as of right now. There's a lot more prospects.
That's big.
I think we both are agreeing. Get rid of Mick Parkin.
Yeah, it's something we're like. So, one thing I want to make clear, everybody watching, if someone goes off the list, if they still fit the parameters, they can come back and get on the list. It's very unlikely because once you have a setback in your career, in something like combat sports, it's so hard to come back from it. It's so hard to rebound. So, yeah. Who did he lose to? Marcin Tybura?
Yeah.
Right? And, the thing with Marcin Tybura is a good fighter, but as we spoke about, but I think you spoke about it in your video after UFC 316 when you talked about Sergey Spivak, that he's kind of one of those guys with Tybura that's kind of that mid-ranking level within the UFC heavyweight division, and if you can't beat that, then you have no chance to beat anyone above that. I mean, whether that be Derek Lewis, Jonathan Almeida, those guys who are, at least that's division shit. If Mick Parkin gets 3 more big wins, okay, maybe we'll reconsider him. But yeah, he's going. He's going.
Tabitha Ritchie, I think, keeper. She has a fight booked for 318, but
what's her record right now? 12-3.
It's 11-3. Yeah.
11-3. Hey man, she's Callum Walsh's girl, man. I love Callum, bro. I can't. I don't want this guy, bro. He might jump me when I go to see Steve down in Dorchester.
Amanda Ribas next, or she beats Amanda then.
Yeah, Amanda Ribas. We had Ribas on our old list. Remember?
Yeah, so
on our old list.
Tabitha. I think we keep Tabitha.
Okay.
Right now.
We might put her she might be at the bottom. Yeah, she might be 19 or 20. So she'll probably, all right. So she stays.
17, Shara Magomedov.
This is hard, man, because he's got a good fight coming up. And anyone who thinks,
him for right now.
All right, anyone thinks that Marc-Andre Barriault is a slouch, he's not a slouch. Bruno Silva's a slouch. That's the guy he put a dent in his skull into. That guy sucks. But just because Barriault had 3 straight losses, yeah, it doesn't help him. And if Barriault was younger, I don't think we even consider him for the list. But he's still a very game opponent who's a good striker. And honestly, dude, I'm putting a big bet on Barriault because he's going to be a huge dog. Huge dog.
You think we keep Shara though?
Let's keep Shara. You keep talking about Shara for a second. I'm going to go look up these freaking odds because I freaking bet you he's massive
I don't want to talk about Shara. I don't care for Shara.
No, I'm talking about Marc-Andre Barrios. I want to look up this thing.
We're gonna keep Shire. I'm just gonna keep moving.
Yeah, go ahead.
16, Brendan Allen. I think we get rid of Brendan
Oh
Allen.
man, there's no odds. Okay, never mind. All right, you said Brendan Allen. Yeah, dude, he's got to go because. Okay, all right.
Good. I'm sick of seeing him.
Let's be honest. If he beats Marvin Vettori, it's a big win. But a bunch of guys have beaten Marvin in this division who aren't fighting for the title. Roman Dolidze is a great fighter, and he has a big fight coming up, but he's not fighting for the title next.
Brian Battle. He's fighting Nelson Moiseboy.
Wait a minute. So Brendan Allen's gone, right? He's gone.
Yeah.
All right. It's all right.
I say we keep Brian now.
Yeah, we should keep him because if he beats Ruziboyev, it means he's on that track like Buckley was. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not the same thing, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. They're fighting it. Wait, I thought Brian was 170.
Well, since he missed weight last time, probably make him move up to 185. Number 14, Oben Elliott.
Dude, I don't want to knock that Korean guy who beat him, but he's not a world beater, and I'm sure you watched the fight, man. What was your take on the fight? Because I thought Oben didn't fight like really bad, but he was. I don't know. He was.
I don't know.
What's your take on the fight?
Oben didn't do anything in the fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He just didn't have anything.
He didn't. If he's over 30, I think we should scratch him for now. Because his only big win was
he's 27.
27, okay. Yeah.
If we keep him, he has to go lower.
Right, so just for now, let's shelve him. Okay. All right, we'll shelve him for later in the video because depending on if we have to scratch somebody at the end, if we have one guy and we have someone who's more upcoming, I'd rather put that person than Oben Elliott. So we'll shelve him for now. All right, who's next?
Farid Basharat.
He hasn't fought in what, 9 months?
Yeah, since October. I think we just get rid of him. No explanation needed.
That's pretty much 9 months, right? Yeah, that's 9-10 months. He has.
All right, number 12, Bo Nickel. You think we keep him?
I don't know, man. It's
He lost to RDR, and RDR is pretty good.
Well, here's the thing.
And Bo is still early in his career.
What is he, 28? Right?
I think so, yeah.
So, I'll say this, dude. When is the Abu Dhabi card? What, 3 or 4 weeks? Right? A month or so?
26, yeah.
So, let's say, once the Ryan of the Verdi goes in there and blows away Robert Whitaker. That makes Bo Nickel look better because it means that this guy is really good and he just ran through Robert Whitaker. So, which means running through, Bo Nickel gives Bo Nickel a lot more credit. So,
you think we keep him?
Yeah, I think he's probably the only guy so far, right, that's coming off a loss who we're keeping.
Yeah, I think he should go lower than 12.
Yeah, well. Yeah, for sure he's going to be between 15 to 20. 1,000%, that's where he's going to fall. And we'll see where exactly, but yeah, that's where he's going to fall.
All right. Number 11, Gabriel Bonfim.
He's got a big fight coming up, dude.
Wonderboy, this weekend.
Okay, let's be honest. I think if he loses this fight, I still don't think he should lead the list. I think he says if he loses the fight.
Because Wonderboy.
It's Wonderboy. It's a massive... It's one of the most dangerous strikers ever.
It's a tough fight for anybody. Yeah, so we're definitely keeping Bonfim.
Yeah, he might stay at his spot though. If he loses, you might not. You might go into.
He might go down a bit, but we'll see.
Maybe.
Number 10. And it's sad to see him go, but Josh Van has earned his way off the list, cocksucker.
So this is funny because I think so far we've cut off. How many guys we cut so far? We got Masu, McParkin, Brendan Allen, Farid, maybe Oben with 5. And this is funny because this is the first guy He's not our top 5. He's number 10, and
he earned his fucking
weight. So let's just say, bro. Let's just, for sake of argument, that Manel Kape does not get hurt, right? Let's say this is average 316, and Josh Fenn is beating Bruno Silva. Though we'd probably put him in the top 3 or top 5 of prospect list. Yeah, but he then goes now. Let's say if Brendan Royval was not ranked 1, if Royval was like ranked 6, right? We put in Josh Fenn number 1 because he'd be pretty close. You know, especially if Patty's off the list, right? But dude, and the only reason I'm going to say this is because of Josh's age. Though I do agree with you, he by the letter of our law, he should be off the list. He's not ranked. He's within the top 5. But all I'm going to say is he's so young, dude, that here's the thing. If he's so young. He's 23. He's my age, dude. Jesus. He's so young, bro, that like, let's say he fights Pantoja and he loses, right? He's still ranked 1. And now let's say he fights someone. Let's say he fights Manel Kape and gets eye poked, and then the ref doesn't see it, and he loses, right? Because that will probably happen if he fights Manel Kape. He will get eye poked. Manel Kape, as you're saying, does eye poke everybody. Let's say that happens. If he falls back at outside the top 5, guess what? We're gonna put him back on the list because he's so young.
Right now, he's gotta go.
Now, as you and I both agree, we don't want to see him on the list anymore. We don't want to see him. We want to see him winning the titles, obviously, and being a great,
As I said, he will be the one to get it done against Pantoja.
Okay, let's hit our brakes a little bit, dude. I know you got a video. I know you got a video plan, dude. Let's take it easy, okay? Let's take it easy, dog.
Now, Josh Fenn has earned his way off the list.
Yes, he has earned his way off the list. Yeah, for sure.
Number 9, Marcio Ruffi.
He's got to go up.
Marcio Ruffi.
He's step. Just so you got. Oh, okay. I have a question for you, bro. All the stuff with 316, you still editing that video?
Yeah,
the whole blog thing? Okay. And, dude, absolutely no rush on that. But, guys, I don't know if you put him on during the freaking your John Jones bashing video. You put them on. I saw that, and I went, this dude, truly, I think the fighting nerd should make you honorary member because you are the ultimate fighting nerd. Because the thing is, you want to fight. But you're such a nerd that you can't get out of your nerd head. You can't fight because you're such a nerd about this fighting game. You are truly a fighting fucking nerd.
Yes, sir.
Put him back on. Put him back on a second. I want to see him. Guys, guys, do me a favor. Look at Isaiah. And imagine him with a beard. Doesn't he kind of look like Mauricio Ruffi a little bit? I'm telling you, bro, give this guy dude, I think you do, bro. You got the short hair, you got the dude, I think you do. That's a compliment, you asshole.
I know it is.
I mean, yeah, but you're so humble, you're like, no, man, it's not me. Like, yeah, bro. You gotta knock a J. Ellis and get the high-level KO. Right. Ellis, you suck.
Marcio Ruffi definitely stays there.
Yeah, he'll definitely go up. Who's next?
Manel Kape.
I think he's 31, 32. And I gotta be honest, dude. Like, let's say he does. Let's say he trades wins and losses the next 2 fights, right? Whichever happened first. But let's say he wins and then loses or loses wins, right? What does it do for his career and what does it do for his division? Pretty much nothing. So I think we should take him off because this is what the 4th or 5th time he's pulled out of a fight in his UFC career, right? He's pulled out a bunch.
He's had I think it's 11 cancellations.
11. Whoa.
Cancellations in his UFC career. I think that's what I saw.
I know he had a couple fights in Ryzen that he pulled out of years ago.
All of them were him, but
yeah, but still, yeah. If you have that many, chances are you're more the A side of that, where you're the one doing it more often. If you have that many, You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we get rid of him, dude. It's just I think he's 31. Dumb.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah, Seminole Kip's got to go. He's got to go.
Number 7, Ignacio Bahamondes. I think we can definitely keep.
Okay. He's what, 27? He's 17-6. In terms of his record, he's right on the verge of something that we would, consider keeping because, he is still young, and losing the Rafael Fiziev is not a bad loss. He's someone who I still think could fight for a world title. He just hadn't got back into it when he fought Justin. He hadn't fought in 2 years. You know what I mean? So he's finally got some fights under him, Fiziev, and now he's getting into gear. And I'm not saying Bahamondes can never beat him, but now let's be honest. Having Belal in your corner is a major negative because that guy's just a freaking loser. Yeah. And I know, bro. I just forgot his name. 2 seconds, forgot his name. Dude, I love how Kamaru dissed him. He's like, who? And he kept doing it. And he's like, who? Freaking Bully B. You don't even know who the guy is.
You think we keep Ignacio?
I think we do. He's definitely going to drop though. He's probably going to drop out of the top 10. I think we key him straight in the fact that he fought somebody who was on our old list and was very high on our old list. Who's someone who's a really well-rounded guy and someone who's still in his prime and has a chance to fight for a world title soon. So I think for that reason, now if he had lost to someone, let's say he lost to Thiago Moises, yeah, he'd be off the list because that's, he's young, that's not a guy who's world level. You know what I mean? But he lost to a really good guy. So I think for that reason and his age, I think for now we keep him. Yeah.
All right, number 6, Joel Alvarez.
He's got to stay. He hasn't been active, but it's not his fault. He's been trying to make, or I don't know, what's been going on with him?
Think we just keep him and just bump him down? Or?
Yeah. We'll keep him, but we'll probably go down.
Number 5,
all right.
Keeping John Silva.
Obviously, John Silva. I'm going to say this. I do not like what they're doing with John Silva fighting Diego Lopez. I don't like that. I don't think you like that. It's going to be a good fight. And to be honest, I want Diego to win. I want Diego to give him a really good fight, and I want them to have a 3, or make it 5 rounds and make it a 5-round war. But John Silva is so electric. So obviously, we're going to keep. Is that Thumper in your lap?
Yeah.
Yeah, show Thumper for the fans. Show Thumper. That's your little warrior. She's gonna fight. She's gonna knock out Rose Namajunas. How old was she, Pat? How old was she, Pat? How old was she, Pat?
Yeah, John Silva's gotta stay.
He's got. Yeah, he might even be 1, but we'll see.
4, Carlos Fuentes.
Yeah, he's gonna. Well,
I think
I don't know. He's
21-7. 319. So.
On what?
I think they just confirmed him and Jeff Neal for 319.
That's it. That's a good fight. 31. Okay, so he's 31, 21-7. Losing to Ian. Losing to Ian Gary. That's not like that's a good fight. And he had success late. He's 31 though. I think we
bump him down for sure. We definitely keep Carlos, but
yeah,
definitely get him bumped down. Then Michael Morales, definitely keep him.
Yeah, well, actually, bro, I think he should be 1. He ran now. Granted, Gilbert is 38, but dude,
he starts Gilbert, man.
Dude, he blew him out of the water. It didn't break a sweat, bro. He didn't break a sweat, dude. Yeah, he's definitely staying. He's definitely staying.
And then number 2, Fluffy Anthony Hernandez, definitely staying.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna stay. Here's the thing we should say of him. He's fighting Roman Dolidze, right?
Yeah.
That's the next fight. What is Roman ranked in the UFC? He's not higher than Fluffy, right?
No, I think they're right around the same. I think that one's right above the other or something.
Yeah, and they're like what, 7 and 8 probably, somewhere around there.
I can actually look right now.
Yeah. Go ahead and look because I'm looking up Hobie's record. He is.
Yeah, Roman's 8, Fluffy's 9.
Yeah, Fluffy's 14-2. He's 31. Now here's the thing, bro. If he had beaten Rob Dolidze, I would actually say he'd be off the list because he's going to be fighting someone in the top 5 if he wins this fight. But he hasn't fought Roman Dolidze yet. And Roman Dolidze is a really good fighter. So I think
I think he stays, and I think he stays at number 2.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I was about to say the exact same thing. I think he stays and maintains his spot because if he beats, and let's say he beats Roman Dolidze, right? He won't be ranked in the top 5, but he'll be close to fighting someone. And who knows? Maybe he beats Roman and then fights, whoever turns out to be 6. You know what I mean? So he might. So he might fight. It all depends how it works out. You know what I mean? Guys pulling out, whatever. But he's gonna stay, and he'll probably stay too. If he falls, he won't fall any further than 5. For sure. If he does fall from where we end up at the end, number 1 obviously that's open because we agree with taking patio. Okay, so one thing I told you before we recorded is. I thought we already called that. Yeah, he's going to be fighting Justin Arman, who are in the top 5. What are you talking about?
Sure. All right, so.
Oh, first of all, Patty's 30 years old. If Patty was 25, we should keep him, but he's 30, dude. He's not, yeah.
Open. To get rid of him, or.
I think he is young enough to get back on the list, but let's be honest. The beating Basel Hafez does not mean you're close to a ranking because
it took him to the 3rd round and knocked him out. So 12 fighters have made the cut. So now we gotta add some fighters.
Okay, so do you have a big list of guys to look for? Because I have a big one. First of all, I think there's one guy we should definitely be putting on here.
I have 11 fighters I'm considering.
I have about like 30.
All right, so we got to 8 names. Now we got to get the list.
Right, so I think we should start at 1 and work our way back to 20. I think that's easier.
Yeah, so I think we both agree Michael Morales is that 1.
Yeah, man. I mean, he went through Gilbert. I know Gilbert's old, but man, he still be a former world title challenger, a guy who is, let's be honest, man. I know it's been 3 years, and that's some time. But 3 years ago, Gilbert Burns gave Khamzat Chimaev the toughest fight of his life. He did. His toughest fight. And I think both of us, we agree. We both think to this day that Gilbert won the fight.
Yeah.
So 3 years removed, Michael Morales pulls the guy out of the water. I think Michael Morales, given who Gilbert is and what he's done and the names he's fought in, for Michael Morales to put him out at any age merits number 1 for sure.
2.
Number 1.
2 keeping Fluffy.
Yep.
3. I think we should put John Silva.
He's fighting Diego. But Diego's ranked in the top 5, right?
I think so, yeah.
So if John wins, they're fighting at what? They aren't fighting, soon. They're fighting on the 320 card, right?
Yeah, no Jake card, I'm pretty sure.
But that's in October, so that's a while. So do you think that we could kind of get away with having him done within the top 5 for the last couple months?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Number 4, you think we should keep it as Carlos, or you think we should?
I think we should knock him back. Yeah, just because he lost. So
put 4 as
I'm looking at who we have.
You could put Rufy.
See, this is the thing, man. If Gabriel Bonfim had already fought Wonderboy and beat him, I think Bonfim should be as high as 4, but he hasn't fought him yet. That's the thing. Manrufi is exciting, but here's the thing, bro. Well, I think we should do this. We had Patty number 1 before he fought Chandler. After he beat he beat Bobby, and he finished him, but he didn't knock him out. And Rufi knocked him out with his pinky toe. With his pinky toe. So I like that. Yeah.
So Rufi 4, Bonfim.
Yeah. What? Who?
Rufi 4, Bonfim
5. Who else would we? Well, that's probably. I think that's where I'm leaning. But where would Bonfim? In terms of who else could we put at 5 besides Bonfim? Is there anyone on the list that you think? What?
Ignacio, maybe, unless you want to put like.
Yeah, but he lost though. He lost.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Unless you want to put like John Mignon or.
No, man. That's fair, man. Bonfim at 5. Yeah.
All right. 6, we have Joel Alvarez. What do you think about him?
I think we should definitely knock him back, but this is where it's kind of getting interesting, because we have several guys who we're keeping who are either coming off losses or haven't fought in a while, and I feel like we should sort of kind of keep them in the middle instead of pushing them back behind the guys we're adding, because the guys we're adding are good, but many of them have only had the only guy who I think are the guys we're adding that should be those in our top 10 is Vinicius Oliveira. Because I think that Lock Dog, we're at 6, right?
Yeah.
I think personally, and I know he hasn't fought yet, but I like the guy. I think we should just bump Brian all the way to 6.
Who?
Brian Battle. I think we should let him earn his ranking. Let him earn it. If he doesn't, we knock him back, dude. Simple as that. If he loses, we knock him back all the way to the bottom of the list. But if Brian Battle wins, he will have earned the number 6 ranking. For sure, right?
I mean, yes, but I don't agree with putting him at 6 considering he missed weight last time.
That's true, but Joel Alvarez is moving up a weight class because he can't make weight. So I think maybe we put maybe Ignacio stays at
Ignacio at 6.
Yeah, but does he go? He fought good, but he lost. This is hard, man. This is hard. This is hard to do. There's one guy we forgot to mention. Who, it's a bit late, but my boy Buzzka Almakan.
No, you missed it.
Oh.
We'll give him another chance next time.
I'm just saying. I'll still swap him for Walter Walker right now. I'll do it. Come on, you in?
Right.
You're considering it, really? I thought you loved Walter Walker now.
If you want to switch it, switch it.
No. We'll keep the heavy. All right. So I'm gonna say this: if Walter Walker's still on the list, we should make it a rule to have one heavyweight on this list. Yeah. All right, it's a rule now. Thanks to you, I'm gonna call that the Isaiah rule. So in 3 years, when Tom destroys this division by knocking everybody out, I'm gonna look at you and go, "You did this." Go ahead.
We put it at 6. I'm getting hungry.
What do you mean 6?
Who we put it at rank 6?
Oh, we'll put Ignacio. That's fine. Put him up. That's the problem. There's no one else to put. That's the problem.
7.
Who do we got? Who do we got now? We got. I think we swapped Joel and Ignacio. I think we put. Just because Joel's in fun, we put Joel at 7 because of activity.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Okay. And then
8.
Okay. This is where I think we should put Brian Battle. I think he should be 8.
We can put him at 8.
Let's put him at 8. Brian Battle at 8. He's gonna earn it, bro. He's gonna beat those numbers, a boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and dude, guess what? If he loses, we knock him back. Dude, if he loses, we put him back to where he was at 15. Simple as that, dude. All right, number 9. Who we got?
We only have 4 of our old 5s left. So you want to start adding the new ones?
So for the old ones, we got Shara, Bo,
Carlos, and
We at 9.
Yeah.
I think we put Carlos at 9. I think Carlos still deserves to be top 10.
All right, you gotta earn it next time, though.
Do you want to bump him below top 10?
What?
I'm up with that. If you want to bump
him, he can stay at
9. Do you want to put him at 10? And then put, all right, I'm going to say this.
Put Carlos at 9.
Okay, and if we're doing 10, I think we put Vinicius Oliveira at 10.
I can agree with that, yeah.
All right, good. I'm 11. I think 11, I don't know. I'm 11 Nazim.
Yeah, he's coming off that real good win.
Dude, that fight was a war. Him and Nicholas Mata just went to war, too. That was a great fight. All right, 12. I think we keep Bo at 12. Just keep him at 12.
I say we put Bo at 15. I don't think he deserves that ranking. He hasn't beaten anybody.
Okay, so if we're moving Bo to 15, who we put at 12?
12?
Malcolm Lawmaker?
Yeah, we can put Malcolm Lawmaker at 12.
All right. Just so you know, I'm going to push for Walter Walker to be 20, just letting you know. So you have to. Nice. Okay. All right. So 13. I think we put Zhang Wenyang. He's got the wins. He's got Anthony Smith on his record. I think we put him at 13. It's fair? Yeah. Okay. I think we put Peyton at 14. I think Peyton has earned to get within the top 15. It was a good win. I think he's proven that he is really well-rounded, and I think he's going to,
I can agree with that. Peyton at 14. Yeah. Bo at 15.
Yeah. Above 15. I think we 16. I think 16. Who do we got? I think 16.
We could put a shower at 16.
I agree, but I want to put Tulio above him, but I don't know. No, let's put Shar at 16. That's fair. Shar at 16. All right, who we got next? I think we put Magazal Costa at 17. I think he's good. Then 18, I think we go Marco Tulio. 19, Tavrici, and 20, the future Cam. He's about to be Kennedy Jekichu's lunch. His lunch. No! What is up with this Walter Walker? Okay, so let's look at it like this. And you have Tavarici, who went the distance with a girl, who went the distance with the champion. Do you think Walter Walker... All right, I'll say, do you think that Walter Walker goes 5 rounds against Curtis Blades?
Possibly. At this stage.
Possibly. Do you think that he goes 5 rounds against Ciryl Gane?
Maybe.
Really? This is unbelievable. Okay, fine. I'm gonna concede. And then when he gets blown up by Kennedy, you're gonna look like the idiot. You're gonna look like the absolute idiot. And I'm gonna make a video say, guys, I'm so sorry. I tried to take him off the list. I tried to put Leonard Kavanaugh. I tried to get Jose Miguel Delgado, but Isaiah was insistent. He wanted a heavyweight. I brought up Mario Pinto. I brought up other names. He was insistent on the clean monster being on the list. All right, fine. Walter Walker 19, Tavarici 20. You get your wish. You happy now?
All right. If Walter wins this weekend and he takes him out in the first round, I'm making a video.
Fine, go ahead.
I told you.
What? Okay, go ahead. Make a video about. Okay. Man, I am putting the house on everything on Kennedy and Jekichu. Everything. I'm putting my lead on the car. Everything.
I've got a whole.
This is great because this is
the first strike. Down 1,000.
That's the inside joke, guys. We'll explain that later. All right. So let's go over the list. So at 20, we have Tavarici, 19, Walter Walker, 18. 17, we got who's 17 again?
Mount Costa. 16.
Costa. 16, Shara.
15, we got Bo. 14, we got Peyton. 13, we got John Yan. 12, we got Malcolm Wallmaker. 11, Nazim. 10, Vinicius. 9, Carlos. 8, Brian. 7, Joel Alvarez. 6, Ignacio. 5, Bonfim. 4, Lucio Rufi. 3, John Silva. 2, Fluffy. And then 1, Michael Morales.
It's a pretty good list.
Different list, yeah. I like it.
I agree with 18 for 1. That's what I agree with. I can't wait for Kennedy to knock him out this weekend. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Okay. Can I say this, right? I'm gonna ask you this now. If he does get knocked out, can we swap him for Kennedy? Just swap him. Okay, thank you. All right. That's our prospect list, guys. This has been a shit show like usual.
Been a workshop. We got it done though.
We got it done. This is probably how I'm gonna say. Hopefully, when we do our pound for pound video next week, hopefully that's gonna be a lot more civil. This was civil, but Isaiah just was insistent on Walter Walker. I cannot wait till he loses, and then you look like an idiot. If he wins, guess what? You look smart. We'll see. All right, first of all, show everyone that shirt you got on. DM Dustin Poirier. Let's go, BMF. Him and Max, UFC 318, July 20th. That's gonna be good, man. July 19th, man. Gonna be a good card. All right. That's gonna do it, guys. Prospect list done. What we should do is we should make a post. Not a video. We know how you can do this. Let's go do those posts. Yeah. So we should post it to our channel just so everyone can, actually see the physical. Are you gonna have it on the screen too?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. All right. See you guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. See y'all in the next video.
And remember, the greatest fighters always leave it all in the final round, not Walter Walker.
We'll see.
Okay. See you guys.